My dandruff is popping, right? It'd be like that sometimes. Thank you. Love you so much. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, sometimes I like to introduce myself. My name is Christen Dominique. I'm a beauty creator. I love makeup, and I'm the founder of Dominique Cosmetics. I'm just here to share all my tips and tricks with you guys because I love it. It's my happy place. I want to show you guys how to reshape your face without contouring. There's 3 ways that you can do this if you're on the go, if you just suck at contouring, can't get it, don't have time for it, don't know cream versus powder, I got you. I'm gonna show you how to reshape your face, lift your face with 3 techniques: concealer, blush, and bronzer. So stay tuned, it's super easy and quick, and it'll change your life. But before we get into the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can be a part of the Dom fam. Without further ado, let's get in. What did I just do to my hair? Let's get into this video. I put lashes on today before I did anything else because it's just easier and it allows me to do like any type of look without wasting time. Anyways, this video is not about eyeshadow or a completed look. This is all about reshaping your face without contouring. So I'm gonna jump right into concealer because it's the first thing that I want to do on my face right now. I know so many people, and I've heard so many people complain about still having trouble contouring their face but wanting to reshape it. So I have a quick and easy fix if you want to reshape your face without contouring. So I'm gonna start off with concealer. I'm gonna be using the Kossas concealer in either 3.5 or 06, one of these 2 guys. Let me turn my phone off so it's not interrupting me the whole time. But I'm gonna show you how to reshape your face with concealer first. It's the easiest way, and it's your base. You can even use these techniques on top of each other and get an even more snatched face. You wanna use something that's a little lighter than your skin tone, like 2 shades. Don't go crazy with it, but at least 2 to 3 shades lighter than your skin tone. I'm gonna try 3.5. So the shape that I'm going for my face is something that's more lifted from the eye area. It just looks like you got a little facelift. So what you wanna do to create that shape is apply concealer here, right on the outer corner. I did that one kind of funny, but I mean, if I were to be perfect in life, it would probably look like that. Start here at the outer corner and just drag it outwards. And then you wanna get right into this area, right in there, to brighten the inner corner. Obviously you wanna do around the nose. That's just because most of us have a little redness and broken capillaries around the nose, but that's not gonna lift anything. And then you wanna take it at the corners of your mouth. Do I have something on my lip? Hold on. Please hold. Okay, we're good. So start at the corner of your mouth and draw it out like that. That's gonna lift the corners of your mouth up. Adding concealer on your chin isn't going to lift or help create like a V shape. It's only gonna make this chin area more prominent. So I'm gonna skip that. And the old way of shaping the face with concealer and a bunch of other things would be to do the V shape underneath the eye, but that actually can make your face look a little bit more wider. And if you're looking for a more fuller under eye area, then maybe that's the look that you wanna continue to do. But if you want something that's lifted and barely there, this is the look that you want. So I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender. Actually, I'm gonna take a brush. I've been loving brushes because you have more control over a brush and you get more payoff from a brush. So this one right here is from Zoeva. It's the 110 Face Shape Brush. I actually like to use this for contouring as well, but we're gonna use it for concealer. Just focus it right on the corner of the eye. Obviously you wanna like blend it down, make sure it's like blended out, but I wouldn't get it into the eye area at all. I would just leave it how it is. And if you feel like it's too natural, you can go up a little bit lighter, but I'm okay with how it's looking. And then obviously the inner corners can look hollowed out and make you look a little bit older. So brighten up and pop out these inner corners right here and alongside the nose. If you bring your concealer up onto the side of the nose, that's gonna make your nose look thinner, like it's gonna push it in. You can do that without contouring. It's so easy. And I'm gonna really make sure I get this inner corner because my inner corners are deep. So I'm gonna do this other side here. I'm gonna add a little bit of a lighter color. I just feel like this one's a little too deep. I'm gonna go with the Covergirl Trublend in Golden Ivory. This is a lot lighter. You're gonna see more of a transformation with this color. So I'm just gonna go over those areas again. And those are the main spots where you wanna put your concealer to lift your face. Now I already have on a light foundation just to even out my skin tone. The one that I have on is from Wet n Wild. It's the Dewy finish. It's so nice. I love how natural it is, but it has nice coverage. It's like a buildable coverage, but I overall just like how it makes my skin look and feel. So I have that on in the shade bronze beige, but that's underneath though. So you guys know it's not like this is my skin. I have a little foundation on. Still blending that out. Now you can see more of a lift happening here. You see how the corners of my mouth are almost like they disappeared? I'm gonna do the same thing up here, go over that again. Any extra concealer that you have, you can softly dab it into the area that you need to cover, but I wouldn't go right on top of that area, because when you put too much product in the area that you really wanna focus on, sometimes it comes out looking too noticeable, like you were actually trying to cover that area. But when you kind of just softly just so happen to get product in that area and then blend it, it looks more natural and you actually get a better coverage out of that. So I'm gonna go here. You really see the difference now. I feel like the other one was too close to my skin tone. If you look at my face, I'm gonna just go under my under my mustache. I've been saying that so much lately. Under my nose. Now I feel like I have a mustache. Why did I say that? Okay, it's not that bad. So now I am so much more lifted without having to contour those areas. So it works out so easy. It's actually so fast to do this. If I wasn't explaining it to you guys, I would have done this in less than a minute, and probably quicker than that. It's seconds for me. But yeah, that's basically my concealer hack for giving yourself a facelift. If I need more concealer in certain areas, I will do it. But the purpose of these areas that I showed you guys is to lift the eyes and to lift this area of the face. If you have a line that's going from the bottom of your nose to the corners of your mouth and it kind of makes your face look a little bit older, what you can do for that, take your concealer, go at the bottom of the line and go upwards. You can take that line and blend upwards, and it's gonna fade away that line on the corner of your mouth. It's gonna make that area look more lifted, more youthful and bright. So go ahead and do that trick. Let me know how you like it. If you use any of these tricks, please tag me. I'd love to know how they're working for you and if you're using them. But yeah, those are my tips and tricks for concealer. I am gonna finish some of my makeup and then come back and show you how blush can totally change the shape of your face, and bronzer as well. Give me a second. Okay, we're back. I just finished my eye look and I was about to finish setting my concealer, but this is also a part that you guys need to know, so I kind of stopped. I'm taking my Mercier translucent powder and my beauty blender. This is a damp beauty blender, by the way. And I'm going over with powder on the concealer the same way that I did the concealer. Does that make sense? I don't know. Anyways, you guys get what I mean. I'm going over those spots and just setting them in place at the same time we're brightening. So I'm gonna just go over this area here, and then if you get some powder on your lashes or your hair, just go back over that later. Something different that I'm doing is I'm not going right underneath it, which is very new and very different, but it's still giving me that same effect, but even better because it's not creasing, you're not getting too much concealer all over the place, and you're getting a lifted look. So before I go on, I'm gonna just fix these little areas and I'll be right back because this is gonna bother me. Okay, don't look too close to this eye because this is just not going in the direction that I wanted to go in. And you know what? Okay, so now I'm gonna show you guys how to reshape your face with blush without any bronzer on and what that does to your face shape. So I'm gonna be using the new Jouer Champagne and Macarons Sweet Cheeks face palette. So I'm gonna take the Romance Me shade and I'm gonna place it on the temple right in here, and I'm gonna bring it up onto the forehead and then bring it into the upper part of the cheekbone. So basically like right in this area is where I want to put the blush, and that is going to immediately lift your face without you even having to strategically apply your contour or like blend and shade. You just have to apply your blush in this general area right here without bringing it in too far, and it's gonna give you a facelift. And back in the days, this was actually, before I was born, this was called draping, and you instantly get a more lifted look. You can even bring in the blush a little further if you want. And then there's a way that you can put your blush on and it makes you look a little bit more mature, a little bit older. If you put the blush exactly on the apple of the cheek and you blend it in, it'll actually drag your face downwards. So I'm gonna just apply it right in that spot and pretty low. That's gonna drag your face down. It's not a very flattering look for a lot of people. Some people like it. You can keep doing it. If you love the way you look with that placement of blush, keep doing it. by all means. But for me, it makes my face look older and it drags my face down. Another way of putting on blush that where it actually makes you look more youthful is similar to this, but different. Instead of putting it right on the apples of your cheeks, you actually put it right on top of your under eyes. And I'll show you what that looks like. And that's a difference because it does give you more of a youthful look, but it's almost like childlike, like a baby, youthful, teenage kind of look. And I'll show you guys after I just apply some powder there, how that's gonna look. So I'm gonna take that blush and I'm gonna apply it right here. See how it's higher? It's right on the under eye. And I'm just gonna keep it there. And that's gonna make you look youthful, but it's gonna give you a different type of youthful look. And I even do it, I kinda like the way it looks when you put it on the bridge of your nose. And I think that's pretty cute. And you bring it across. But as long as you're not putting it below this area right here, like literally underneath your under eye, you're not gonna look older. It's a different type of youthful look. Where this side's gonna look more lifted, this one will look a little heavier on the bottom part of the face. That is the difference. I'm actually gonna change up my face so I can show you guys how the bronzer changes up your face. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So I just redid this side with concealer and setting powder. I was gonna do the same thing on this side of my face, but I decided that it'd be easier to show you guys the bronzer since it's already prepped. So using bronzer, I'm gonna use the shade Suntan from the Jouer palette and this Luxie 504 large angled brush. So for bronzer, I like to keep it on the outer perimeter of the face and very close to the hairline. So basically in the hairline, as close as you can get it into your hair, so that it looks natural. It'll give you more of a golden, sculpted, warm glow. It's gonna be a lot softer than contour, but it's still going to lift your face. You can tell already how lifted this side of my face looks with bronzer. So now what you wanna do is same thing that you would do kind of with contour. You want to brush the contour upwards. Anything below this area is going to make you look more masculine. It's just going to make the bottom of your face look a little bit more heavy. And I'm doing this in like more of a rounded, soft motion. When you use contour, you kind of sculpt in more of an angular way so that it really chisels down your cheeks. But for bronzer and lifting your face, you want to just be very light-handed with it, and you want it to give you more of like a soft airbrush kind of look rather than a very structured, sculpted kind of look. I would avoid putting bronzer just here on your forehead. I'd keep it right in here to lift this area of your face. So I'm keeping it right at the hairline and bringing it around. And then you can use blush and bronzer together and really get that lifted look along with your concealer, and you'll just look a lot more awake and a lot more lifted without using contour. What I personally like to do is give my face more of a V shape. So what I'll do is I'll put bronzer right at the chin, right in there, just in this area, so that it slims down this middle section right here. And I don't mind that this area is popping out a little bit more and the bottom of my chin are popping out. I just want this area to kind of softly go away. I just want this area to just, you know, look less prominent. So I'll put some bronzer there. I don't want it to look like I had a beard or something, so I want to go over with a beauty blender and soften that area up so it just looks like a shadow. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side so we're even. And now I'm gonna go around the entire forehead and lift my face with the bronzer, and then I'll go in with the blush on the other side so you guys can see the completed look. But as you can see, I'm going super close to my hairline. Now, if you're trying to give yourself just more of a warmer glow to your face, I would totally just, you know, apply it in this general area right here on your forehead and on your cheek. But if you're trying to get more of a lifted glow and sculpt, then I would stick to it being in the hairline. Any lower, you're gonna drag your face down a little bit. So I'm gonna go right underneath that blush. And mixing that soft peach color with the bronzer is just gonna give you more of a natural blushing glow. My dandruff is popping right now. It's a little too much. We're gonna put that back. I'm gonna go back into the Romance Me blush and keep that in those areas that we talked about earlier, right where I said not to put the bronzer. That's where you want to put the blush. Because it's a brighter color, it's going to brighten that area up and help with that lifted look. So I'm gonna put it right in there and then bring it around on the very top of the cheekbone is where you want to apply the blush. And now with all of those three techniques put together, my face just looks instantly fresh and lifted. Like I got a little mini facelift, but I use makeup. You don't need surgery, just use makeup. It's easier, quicker, and cheaper, so I would just stick with makeup. But this is the completed look. So easy, so quick. And let me just show you guys a close-up of how everything looks together. And you guys decide if you feel that these techniques worked. You can be honest, put your comments below. And if you think you'll be using any of these techniques, I think you guys would love them. Especially if you're not too good with contouring. This will be the easy fix. It'll change your life, I promise. And when you're getting ready, it's gonna be like this. So let me show you guys the final look. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, let me know in the comments. And that's pretty much it. Before I let you go, I always leave you with a motivational, inspirational something that you can take with you outside of this beauty tutorial. And that is to make other people around you feel good about themselves. Any way or any chance that you can get to do that, whether it's online, in person, if you happen to, I don't know, be picking up your food with your face mask or something, make people feel good and give them that vibe. I promise this will be a better place if we just do that, one person at a time. I love you so much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.